Welcome back. We're here at the lovely Lionbrook Condominium Community in New London, New Hampshire. And joining me now is Lou Botta. He's Emergency Services Director for the town of New London. Thanks for joining us.
Good day.
We are talking at a very important time because as the bad weather starts to encroach, we really need to be ready for emergencies. So we wanted to have you tell our audience just a few things that they can get ready for before the bad weather really hits.
Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure to be here. The last quarter of the year is probably the one in which most of the hazards, the weather hazards, happen in northern New England.
Okay.
For example, out of 36 tropical storms, 2/3 of them have occurred between September and January of the year.
Oh, wow.
So it is a really good time for people to look at their home, look at their emergency preparedness, and increase their resiliency, which means their ability to adapt to a natural or man-made disaster.
Okay, good. So what are some of the things we should be looking to do?
Well, the first thing is to learn which are the hazards that you should prepare for the most.
Okay.
The number one danger as far as a weather-related event in New England is an ice storm, particularly in the London Upper Valley and Lake Sunapee area.
Right.
We had the almost near catastrophic 1998, 2008, and then 2005, 2012. So those were severe events that may be life-threatening.
Right.
And, of course, result in significant damage to property and the electrical infrastructure.
Okay, so what's a good thing to get ready for that, or a few good things that we can do?
A really good thing is that once you know what you're preparing for, then make a disaster kit.
Oh, okay.
You need to make an evacuation kit just in case. Evacuation kit should contain your personal papers, your important papers, your passport, a copy of last year's tax return. Many people forget that, and you need it in order to apply for federal benefits.
Okay.
Your birth certificates and other marriage, divorce,
Yes.
and all of these things that will be able to establish your identity after a disaster should your home be uninhabitable.
Right.
The other thing is to make sure that you have at least a 3-day supply of water, food, medicine, and all other items that are necessary for you to maintain yourself in a comfortable condition, including bedding, sleeping bags, etc.
Okay.
And most importantly, do not forget your pets.
Yes, that's right. We got to make a plan for them too, don't
Yes.
we? Yeah. Now, in this day and age, it's very nice because many of us have cell phones, computers. We can sign up for some emergency alerts on those, can't we?
Yes, indeed. The state of New Hampshire has the newhampshireready.gov. And in addition to that, the town of New London has a code red emergency notification system.
Super.
That is there in order for us to be able to notify. It's sort of like a reverse 911, and we call individuals who are registered in the system in case of an emergency or an up-and-coming disaster.
Excellent. You can just go on the website and sign up for that.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent. Good. All good.
nh-nl.com.
Okay. Excellent. Good. And then you were talking a little bit about off-camera evacuation plans. That's important for a house fire or something like that.
Most certainly. Not only a house fire, consider an ice storm. A tree falls on your house, makes your home uninhabitable.
Right.
Some of the ice storms generate electrical short circuit in the electrical system. A house burned down, the house becomes uninhabitable. You lose heat and you have to evacuate out of the house.
Okay.
And as a result, you need to look at where and how you would evacuate your residence.
Okay, good. Good checklist. And then finally, we have to be ready to help others if we're in a situation.
Most certainly. Volunteer. Be ready to help your neighbors, know your family. And in addition to that, we're in New London. We are establishing a community emergency response team. And of course, we're looking for volunteers.
Super. Well, great. Well, we can get all that information on the website up at the screen. So thanks for making us aware. As we get this nice weather, we kind of get lulled into it always being this way. But before we know it, the ice and the snow will be coming upon us. And thanks for your tips to get ready.
It is a pleasure. Thank you.
Take care, Lou.